Hello, I'm Alice Lagnado for the Voice of Russia in London. The Anna Pavlova ballet gala on Sunday drew the cream of the Russian community to the London Coliseum for an evening of performances by the stars of the dance world. I found myself dazzled, and not only by the swans and princes on stage. Charing Cross on a rainy Sunday night has never looked so glamorous. Here they were, impossibly tall blondes in shimmering floor-length gowns, or petite brunettes in puffball dresses ending boldly on the thigh, in lace, fishnet, silk and net, gliding around like swans. And this was just the audience. The Anna Pavlova Ballet Gala in the Coliseum Theatre was not just a theatrical event for dance lovers. It was the place to be seen this Sunday evening for Russian high society in London. The theatre was stuffed with ladies whose appearance merited an explosion of flashes from the gang of waiting photographers, doubtless for the pages of smart magazines, accompanied by besuited gentlemen. The gala was held to commemorate the centenary of the legendary Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova making her home in London. The audience, certainly those in the stall seats, were as glamorous as the ballerinas on stage. But what happened on stage was exciting too. The performances were a roll call of the most famous dancers performing today, from the Bolshoi Svetlana Zakharova and Yevgenia Obraztsova to Alina Kozhikaru, principal dancer with the Royal Ballet, Sergei Palunin with the Royal Ballet until his recent dramatic exit, and David Makhatelli, also a former Royal Ballet principal. I asked Graham Watts, chairman of the Critics' Circle, which represents professional theatre critics in the UK, whether it's tough getting so many stars on stage at one time.
I think it is, yes. I mean, I was talking to various people last night, and I think that if you did a survey of any random 100 ballettomanes around the world about who their favourite dancers are, probably half of everybody's list was at the gala last night.
Many of the dancers in the gala were Russian. Is organising all those visas quite a feat? Graham Watts again.
It is, and we've seen recently how that can go wrong, because in the Men in Motion performances at Sadler's Wells recently, two of the Russian dancers didn't get their visas in time, and the programme had to be substantially altered at the last minute. I heard a story last night about Alina Somova actually going to Verona to dance in a gala and arriving and being told she had the wrong kind of visa and not being able to perform. So, yeah, it is an immense feat. And also, just taking a slightly different tangent, I think it's absolutely amazing that some of these dancers come. I mean, just going to Somova again, she danced last night, she's dancing at the Mariinsky tomorrow night. I mean, it's tremendous energy from them.
Some people don't like ballet galas because they consist of lots of short performances with little rehearsal time for the dancers, who have often arrived at the theatre only in the afternoon to perform a breakneck rehearsal with all kinds of technical hitches. And not everyone in the glitzy audiences can seem that interested in the actual ballet. I asked Graham Watts whether that was a fair criticism.
I was sitting in the orchestra stalls last night, and I think many of the people sitting around me probably hadn't been to a ballet event perhaps since the last Russian Ballet Icons Gala a year ago. But it's a wonderful thing that they're attracted to come, and if they're buying tickets, the money is being ploughed into the art. That's absolutely great. And I think when you look at a programme, as some people said to me yesterday, why do we need to see the White Swan Pas de Deux again? And I do understand that if you see it at every gala, but actually when you think about it, a lot of people there, the only ballet they might recognise is the White Swan Pas de Deux, so I understand why it's a perennial favourite.
Ballet critic Graham Watts there. In any case, no ballet fan could have been completely disappointed with the performances on Sunday. It's hard not to be thrilled by seeing anything that Kiev-trained Alina Kozhikaru dances, or by the icy steps taken by St. Petersburg's Queen of Ballet, Uliana Lopatkina. And for those who found it all rather hard to fathom, there were the seemingly endless bottles of champagne in the VIP area during the interval. That was me, Alice Lagnado, talking to ballet critic Graham Watts.